Okay, sounds like we had a little hiccup in the audio. The control room is telling us, so hopefully you can all hear us now. We're going to keep rolling. Basically, we're doing a film festival tonight. Ina, what's the format going to be?
Right. So the first part of tonight's broadcast is our Keep It 100 Film Festival. So last year we launched the BDR Film Festival, and it was such a success that we decided to make it an annual tradition. This year, we have invited the BDR community to submit their 100-second films to the film festival, the best of which we will be showing you tonight. And you will have a chance to vote for the People's Choice Award.
Exciting. So in addition to those films, we also have 4 new short films from established adventure motorcycle filmmakers, including our very own Sterling Noreen. So that's what we have in store for the film portion of the evening.
Tonight is also our annual BDR fundraiser. Every year we host an annual fundraiser ride in a really cool location where we get to spend an entire weekend riding and getting to know the BDR supporters. But because of the pandemic, we were not able to host a fundraiser ride in the last 2 years in person. So we will be doing some fundraising tonight to help support the BDR mission.
I really missed the motorcycle riding part of tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Our goal is to raise $100,000, and you can support the BDR by simply going to our event page, which is ridebdr.com/100, and you can click the button there and donate. And if you want to make a large donation or something from a charitable trust, you can just email info@ridebdr.com. Let us know about your commitment, and we will add that in as we're keeping track of the donations on the calculator machine here behind us.
Yeah, so again, go to ridebdr.com/100 and contribute by using the donate button. Any amount is appreciated, and it all counts towards tonight's goal. We also have a special surprise and a gift for those donors who are donating $100 or more tonight. You will receive a commemorative t-shirt as a thank you gift. So please include your t-shirt size in the notes field when you're donating $100 or more. And again, if you prefer to make a larger donation, just email us at info@ridebdr.com. And some of you might prefer to make an anonymous donation, so just make a note in the email and we'll honor it. And we'll be tracking tonight's contributions on the board behind me and adjusting the meter. Hopefully we'll get all the way to our goal of $100,000 tonight.
And if we do reach our goal of $100,000, we will treat you to a sneak peek of the newest film, the Wyoming BDR. So filmmaking has been a big part of the BDR story since the very beginning. Films do a lot of things for us. They help us show the beautiful landscapes that we all ride through. They showcase some of the interesting people and places that we experience while we're out there riding on motorcycles. And they inspire riders to plan their own BDR adventures and get out there and have a time of their life on 2 wheels. Through this film festival, we want to give you, the community, a chance to share your riding experiences with all of us. So this is your chance to become a BDR filmmaker.
So enough with the setup. Let's get in the mood with some BDR action. So to kick off our film festival and fundraiser, we'd like to play a clip from BDR film director Sterling Noreen, who has been making films about adventure motorcycling for nearly 20 years.
Hey everybody, Sterling here from Backcountry Discovery Routes, and I just want to say thank you to all of the filmmakers that have shared their stories in this year's competition. It's so important for us to share stories of adventure motorcycling because that's the way we build our community. Whether we're sitting around the campfire late at night telling tall tales about our ride during the day, or in this case, sharing our stories over the internet, that's the way that we build this community. And it's also really important to share these stories because we want to communicate to the rest of the world that we're good riders, that we take care of the environment that we ride through, that we practice good riding principles, and the way that we do that is by sharing our stories with the rest of the world. So thanks once again for sharing your stories in this year's competition.
So we have invited our media partners, ADV Moto Magazine, Upshift Online, and ADV Pulse, as well as Sterling Noreen, to be our judging panel. They have reviewed all the submissions that were submitted to the film festival and chose the winning film, which we will play a little bit later in the broadcast.
Right now, though, we want you, the community, to make a selection for the People's Choice Award. So we will show you 4 films that were at the top of our judges list. After watching the films, you can vote on your favorite one by going to ridebdr.com/100 and simply like your favorite film. The film with the most likes tonight will be our People's Choice winner.
And now, without further ado, we'd like to introduce our first film by Chris Parks, and it's called The Year of BDR Riding.
My first 2 days out were just a shit show, and then by like the third day, something just fucking clicked. I was just yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
What a fantastic film. I never would have thought to start with a toothbrushing sequence at the beginning. I've got to try that running mount to get on the bike. I've never seen that done before, but that looks like a lot of fun. I'm not sure what he was smoking at the end there. Hopefully he wasn't smoking any of that during the ride. But judging from all of the crashes that we saw, which were hilarious, maybe he was smoking some of that. Seriously, though, I loved the edits. I loved the POV video. I felt like I was right there crashing with him. It was fantastic vibe for a BDR.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, next up, we've got Kyle Nagel, and this one is called Adventure, the Idaho BDR.
By the dictionary definition of the words venture and adventure, there is little difference. Both can be a noun or a verb. Both mean a journey of the unknown or to take a risk. It is only by the connotations of these words where we find a distinction. For instance, you might venture to guess what it would take to ride a motorcycle through the most rigorous and desolate regions of Idaho on the Backcountry Discovery Route. But to adventure is to put your ass on the line and test your mettle. Idaho is here to be seen and experienced. There is so much wilderness, it's no wonder this route is one of the longest BDRs. You can experience more of Idaho in 8 days than folks who have lived here their entire life. While the trip is not for the faint of heart, it is accessible to anyone on 2 or more wheels. It takes perseverance to complete a BDR, but sometimes it's tougher just getting to the start. Are you up for the adventure?
That was a great film. I liked that he used the narrative. Not that many filmmakers who submitted their films use the narrative in their videos. Also, like the low-key vibe of the film kind of reflects the laid-back feeling of the Idaho BDR. He had some great drone shots there showing the high country, and
He also had some time-lapse sequences in there, which were really nice. It adds a nice quality feel to it. It takes a long time to do when you're out there filming, so I would give it high marks for that.
Yeah, for sure. So our next film is by Ed Miller, Slow Eddie, and the film is called BDR Dream.
I love that one. That was really well done. Very creative concept. I mean, with the dream, very good slow motion work. Some of the puddle shots were super cool. Slow-mo. It was just an incredibly vivid film. Good color correction. He even made me hungry there with the bacon shot. I'm not sure when dinner is, but I'm ready.
What about the Touratech Rally shirt? Did you like that?
I love the Touratech Rally shirt. I am not a judge for this, but if I was, I would have awarded him several extra points for that.
He definitely got extra points from me for featuring his cat in the film. More cats next time for us cat people. Nice film there. Well, our fourth film is by Daniel Seagraves, and it's called Desert Winds.
Army train that took her daddy from her. It was a bottle train that took her mama too. And that high loud whistle made her horse run away. But the straw that broke the camel's back was you. It was a government train that took away her childhood. It was the KKK that took away her past. It was a white man's will that hers be broken, but that barefoot girl could run too fast. It was the wagon train that took away her country. It was the oil train that took away her land.
Gorda, we made it.
And she could have been the belle of the Ponderosa, but I was not the fat man's plan. Because the world's too cold for a girl like that, with a Blackfoot soul and a cowboy hat. Everything she loved went down the drain. She had fear of trains. She had fear of
Dancing.
That looked pretty awesome. It definitely, Daniel definitely captured sort of the fun, that their group of friends had on this backcountry adventure. Definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, they definitely captured that vibe, friends having fun out in the backcountry. And for me, the thing that was cracking me up on that one is the unenthusiastic sputter of that KLR. It was a pretty funny engine backdrop to the film. But seriously, they had really good use of time-lapse film work. They had a lot of that in there. It was good. And they chose a very photogenic route. The California BDR makes some incredible footage. So that was fantastic. I loved it.
Absolutely. So now that we've seen all 4 films, go to ridebdr.com/100 and vote for your favorite film by simply liking it. Voting will end around 6 p.m. tonight. And while you're on that page, please help our annual fundraising drive by donating what you can tonight. A gift of any size is welcome. And remember, if you give $100 or more tonight, you will receive a special limited edition BDR t-shirt to commemorate your support and participation tonight.
And I'm guessing that the cutoff on the People's Choice Award might come a little sooner than 6 o'clock, just based on how the schedule's unfolding tonight. So get in there, make your votes early. We might be calling that one sooner than 6 o'clock.
Yep. So this next film was not one of the 4 finalists, but it really stood out to the BDR team. So we want to share it with you right now. It's a film by Cindy Camphor, and personally, it touched me the most.
Have you ever wished that you could go back? Back to that first day, excited feeling, butterflies in the stomach, anxious to begin. Begin a journey where you'll experience highs and lows, ups and downs. Enter a world where it feels like karma truly exists, where the phrase, "the trail provides," is oh so true. To a place where the traffic jam isn't so bad, and the daily commute is one you actually look forward to, because you get to be in awe and see things you never expect to see. The pavement you once dreaded, you now love the sight of, because you know it'll take you to the next stretch of your journey, where you'll get to do it all over again. The ups, the downs, the highs, and the lows. That'll take you to a place where feeling like an outsider in a crowd is quite exhilarating. And being in a rut, well, you'd do anything to be in that rut again. 7 days, 6 sections, 500 plus miles, 4 dirt naps, 3 detours, 2 bikes, 1 adventure. Counting down to when you can do it all over again. What will your adventure on the BDR look like? Gotta get out there and find out. Promise you won't regret it.
That was personally one of my favorite things. And what I liked about it is that she kind of talked about a little bit about the philosophy of why we ride, why we love riding. And, sometimes we go out to ride and then we come here and we don't ride for a year. And then next time we go and film the BDR, you're like, oh my God, I completely forgot how fun it is to ride motorcycle. Let's go do it again. And I think that film just really captured that spirit of, being out on your motorcycle and having an adventure in the backcountry.
Yeah, it was kind of deep. I liked her philosophy. And what I've overheard the control room talking about watching some of these films is just they're noticing how much fun people are having out there. And that's really what it's all about. And filmmaking is such a powerful way to convey that. And even these 100-second films, they take a lot of work to put together. As we know from film and documentaries, it just takes so many shots to get the good shots to edit down into it. And some of these folks have done a great job editing together the right string of shots, having the timing right, the music, what they're saying about it, the script. It's really pretty impressive, and I'm having a lot of fun watching them. On that note, we had way more good films than we could fit in the program tonight. So the good news is we're going to be sharing those on social media in the coming weeks. They're also going to be added to this page where many of you are actually watching this live stream. When you come back in a couple of days, we're going to add some of the films that we didn't get a chance to share tonight. So next up, we are excited to introduce the winner of the BDR Film Festival. This is a film by Brent Pearson. Brent is from Sydney, Australia, and he shot this during a tour that he rode of the Idaho BDR.
In July this year, I rode my first BDR. I did Idaho from north to south. Going into it, I only had one worry. Was it going to live up to my pretty high expectations? Well, I didn't need to worry about that. I was utterly stunned by the beauty of the Idaho wilderness. And if I wasn't riding this BDR, I probably never would have experienced it. However, it wasn't all plain sailing. We did have our fair share of adventure, dodging wildfires, dealing with equipment failures, and we even had our route blocked by an active shooting. But those adventures didn't detract. If anything, they added to the trip. Personally, I think more people need more adventure in their lives. As I hit the desert plains just north of Nevada, I very much found my inner moto zen, and I reflected on what an incredible experience I just had. And for me, it became even clearer that there is no better way to see the world than on two wheels and on dirt.
Wow, so this was an outstanding film by Brent Pearson, and it got the highest score from most of the judges. So Brent will be rewarded for his work with a generous prize from our sponsors. Brent will receive a $500 stipend towards travel, a 2-night stay at the Jonquil Motel in Bisbee, Arizona, which BDR Films director Sterling Noreen and his girlfriend Eva run. And Brent will also have an opportunity to have a meal with Sterling and ask him any questions he wants about filmmaking or adventure motorcycling or anything else. Brent will also receive a TourTech Aventuro carbon helmet. Thank you, TourTech, as well as a gold BDR supporter package. So let's hear it from Brent.
Hi, my name is Brent Pearson, and I'm recording this from Sydney, where I am currently. And first of all, thank you, judges, for picking my video as the winner. This really is a labour of love for me. I get to combine two passions in one. One is riding adventure bikes, and the second is video making. Couple of thank yous. So first of all, thanks judges. Secondly, thanks BDR organization. I think the whole BDR movement is just incredible. I am such a huge supporter, and now having ridden my first BDR, I can tell you that I'm going to be going through and riding a whole lot more as soon as possible. And final thanks, I want to thank Neil from Backcountry Expeditions and the other riders that were on the trip with me. They put up with me sticking my camera and drones in their face and never complained once. So thanks everyone, and look forward to seeing you out on the trails.
I loved that film, and it's interesting. He's going to have to come all the way from Australia to collect some of those prizes, like the stay at the place in Bisbee there. But what a great film! Thanks for participating, Ina. What do we got next?
So next, we are going to check in on where we are on donations. Robert, where are we at?
We are at 13,000.
Okay, $13,000.
$13,000. What a great start, you guys. That is fantastic. We've got a long ways to go to get to $100,000, but is there any noteworthy ones so far?
Yes, we want to acknowledge Joan Crawford. She has donated $2,500. We also have a commitment from Alan and Vicky Berman Solo for $5,000. So, Paul, why don't you help me do the math? So we're adding 5,000.
So we're up to 18.
We also have a commitment from our major donor, Tim Smith, for $20,000. Thank you, Tim. And I think that's all we've got so far for donations. So looks like somebody was trying to donate from Canada and was having trouble using PayPal. So if there are any issues with donations tonight, just email us at info@ridebdr.com and pledge your support, and we can take care of payment on Monday.
Now, let's transition to the next part of our evening that features works from BDR's favorite filmmakers. First up, we're going to feature a short film that has been created for tonight by last year's Film Festival winner. So this is the person that won the 60-second Film Festival competition last year. We asked him to make a film for our feature for the evening. So, Joshua Bauer, let's watch your film.
So here we are in the middle of nowhere, New Mexico. We literally have no idea where we are right now. It's adventure riding, right?
It is adventure riding. Yeah.
So if this is our last message and you never hear from us again, please do send help.
That was a great film. And it's worth noting that riders in this film represent 3 different countries. Coming from South Africa and the UK, 2 of them came to the US to experience the unique American backcountry via the BDRs.
That is really neat. Certainly, people from South Africa have tremendous riding right in their backyard. But when you're in the UK, the riding there's not so many options for good adventure riding off road, and that's true for much of Europe. And that's one of the reasons we created an outreach program in Europe. So we actually market BDRs to people in Europe. There's a place on our website with 5 different languages, and that is to make sure that they are aware of the riding opportunities over here where you can ride through expansive wildlands just for day after day. That's something that is so cool for them, and they just love to come to America to ride BDR. So speaking of riding BDR, this next film is by Michael Bilecki, who happens to be a key part of our camera crew and expedition team. He's been a part of our team for many years. We do not want to do a BDR filming trip without him because he is like the Eagle Scout of adventure. He's always has a smile on his face, great at filmmaking, and he's just a good guy to have in your team. So let's see Michael's film.
So Mike is a big reason why BDR films have been such a success over the years. And you can see it in his camera work in this film. Mike is also the guy you want on the trip. He can fix anything, and he always has a smile on his face.
Yep, I think Jocelyn can attest to him fixing motorcycles, as can I. I know when Jocelyn put a hole in her engine valve cover, Michael was there with soda can and JB weld to fix that up and get her out of the woods. For me, I couldn't get my brakes working right after a flat front tire. So yeah, great guy. I'm not sure when he started riding three-wheelers and what's with this Ural stuff. I've never seen that before, but it was a really good film. Pretty fun seeing three-wheelers in the air like that. So good job, Michael. I'm glad you didn't stack it up too bad. Next up, we'd like to show a short film by Sterling Noreen.
Well, I'm definitely at the edge of what I'm capable of. This road has turned out to be every bit as difficult as I ever imagined it could be, even more so. I've got limited water with me, so keeping an eye on that and just my overall strength, trying to take frequent breaks, not overheat. Oh, wow, fuck, oh. Well, that's it. I don't have it in me to pick this up one more time and keep going up this hill, so I'm gonna walk out, if possible, find some more water. I'm leaving the rest of my things here. I went through, taking anything I think I'll need, which isn't very much, but leaving my camera gear here for now. I absolutely am astonished that I made it this far. I'm laying down under a canopy of trees back at Parsons Grove. That's literally the last of my water. I thought I remembered seeing a little bit of water, and it's true. I'm at some kind of a spring here. I've been scavenging up in the buildings for some supplies that I might be able to use. I found this Spam can, and I'm gonna build a little fire and I'm gonna boil some water. I can tell that I'm kind of dehydrated because my mouth is dry. Even my voice sounds different. At one point this afternoon, my legs started cramping up really bad. And that was scary because, you know, if I lose my mobility, that's a whole nother story. Hopefully, now that I have some water and a little rest, the rest of the walk will go fairly smoothly. I feel like this is the walk of shame or some kind of penance for my sins. Leg cramps are coming and going. This could have been a really tragic day.
Wow, Sterling, you scared me on that one. That film was not shot on a BDR, but it is a good reminder that sometimes adversity is a big part of the adventure. And Sterling is one who's not afraid to try something new, to go out into wild lands, foreign countries. He's really a very accomplished motorcyclist, and he's been making films for a long time. So thank you so much for sharing that one. The control room tells me that there's a longer version of that's available on Sterling's YouTube channel. So you can go ahead and check that out and get the full scoop. Ina, what's up next?
So for the finale, we'd like to show you a film by John Putch. Now, John's day job involves some film production in Hollywood, and he really loves riding the BDR. So we're also big fans of his, and you will see why in this next film that's called Attack of the Drones.
Can't believe we're finally going to do the Northeast BDR. Yeah, it's going to be great. You know, I wonder what surprises the Northeast will bring us. Ow!
Rich, wake up. Rich, why do drones hate you so much?
You think it's Sterling Noreen trying to get back at me? I had a dream. That dude from Butler Maps sent me a complete set of BDR maps by mistake. He said to send them back or he was going to get me kicked out of the BMW MOA.
Rich, you don't have a BMW.
Stop harshing on my dreams, JP.
Here, Rich, you're going to need this.
Aw, thanks, Devin.
Yeah.
There's a trail that wanders through the forest, New York, Vermont, and Maine, out to the border. Be careful how you ride, from ruts you cannot hide. Although you won't live to see tomorrow. Northeast BDR, Northeast BDR. Brave enough to ride it, just watch out for the drones. Watch out for those drones.
Hey Siri, who is the queen of the BDR?
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to bother Ina Thorne right now.
Moose.
That's a bona fide BDR moose.
It's so majestic. I can't believe how lucky we are to have experienced this moment. I will remember this for the rest of it. God damn it. Jesus, Rich. I know. I gotta start using this stuff at least once an hour.
Siri, find Chinese food.
There's a pizza parlor on section 4.
beds in this place were incredible.
Yeah, like sleeping on a cloud.
How'd you sleep, Rich?
Fine.
Hey Siri, how far is it to Mount Greylock?
I'm sorry, Devin. I can't give you Jocelyn Snow's contact info.
Yeah, so here we are. I'm in front of my first covered bridge ever in my life. And we've done well. I just want to say, we have done all of the alternate routes. And as some people know, there's class 4 roads in Vermont. So this was not an easy thing. And we've really done well so far.
But the alternate routes are the easier go-rounds, Rich.
What?
Damn it! Rich, wake up. Rich, holy crap.
I had a nightmare that I was riding in the UK and I was trying to ride right, but that turned out to be wrong.
Dumbasses. I'm really glad I had the spoke defroster service before this trip. Totally. My turbo and cabulator and muffler bearing took a beating on the last BDR. I had both adjusted last week.
I had an issue with my Johnson rod last month. I was getting a lot of sinusoidal side bumping. But once I adjusted the hydrocopic Marsal vane, it smoothed right out.
I was watching a Ryan F9 video on proper maintenance for going on a BDR.
God damn it!
Holy shit! What happened?
A drone.
Damn it! What about my bike?
It went over the ridge, gone. Guess you're out, Rich. But maybe this will help cheer you up.
Thanks, Devin. But we're 4 hours away from any paved roads. What am I gonna do?
It's BDR board member Tim James.
Rich, on behalf of the NEBDR, I think I can help you out in 2 ways.
2 ways? Gee, thanks, Obi-Wan, Tim.
No problem, Rich.
Obi-Wan, hologram Tim James, you said you could help Rich out in 2 ways.
Yeah, what's the second way?
You really need to start using this, buddy.
Hologram Tim? You got anything for chafing? Thanks.
May the BDR be with you. And remember to ride right and ride respectfully.
That might have been the best Tim James sighting in BDR history.
Siri, where's the easier alt on section 7?
You weak ass mother. You should be banned from the NEBDR.
What's the fat content in black raspberry ice cream?
I'm sorry, but I don't know what a Johnson rod is for.
So here we are at another BDR waypoint, my second ever covered bridge of my life. I'm really excited.
God damn it.
Rich, you okay? It's time to go. We got a big montage coming up.
When you need a northeast thrill, it's BDR heaven. Ha-ha! Every time you take a spill,
It's BDR heaven. There's lots of gas stops, so you better fill up. Yeah. Be sure your bike stays right side up. Keychain. Ride the famous BDR through Northeast heaven. If you can't do all the tracks, you must do 7. Remember to ride right and respectfully. It's BDR heaven for you and me. BDR!
We did it! All right. Yeah! Down low. Whoa! Yeah! What the? Ooh! Yes! Ow! God damn it!
Idiots! Man, I wish it wasn't 4 hours to get back to JP's place.
No, wouldn't it be great if we could just blink and be back? We got 200 more miles of twisties today.
Yeah,
Well, maybe hologram Tim James can help us out.
great idea. But how do we reach him? I mean, do we need some kind of time-space portal to contact him?
Well, no, I got his number right here. Hi, Tim. It's JP and the guys. Listen, Tim, you think there's any way you could help us get home a little faster?
John, trust the power of the BDR, and may the force of the BDR be with you. And stop calling me!
You heard him. May the power of the BDR be with us. May the power of the BDR be with us. May the power of the BDR be with us.
May the power of the BDR be with us.
Woohoo! Yeah! Woo! Awesome! Great!
Thank you, hologram Tim James. Hey, are we higher than 400 feet? That's a legal limit for drones, right?
Oh, God damn it! Section 4 is really pretty hairy. Your jaw will tighten daily, it's so scary. You'll never do class 4. You'll curse and shout no more. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Northeast BDR, Northeast BDR. Brave enough to ride it, just watch out for the drones. Watch out for those drones.
GoPro, stop recording.
I had this nightmare that I got lost on the BDR and I had to call Enid Thorne to come get me. I had this weird dream that Ryan F9 might do a cameo in our next video. I had a nightmare that dude from Touratech blocked me from buying any more stuff from his website. You think Enid Thorne will see this video?
What an amazing film. That had me laughing so hard I had to look away a couple of times. These guys are fantastic. This is not their first BDR film. We've seen a few of them. That's why we invited them, because they do such good work. I love the way they poke fun at a lot of the BDR folks. Hologram Tim James. Oh my God, that was laughing so hard. Speaking of hologram Tim James, he was supposed to be here tonight for the broadcast, so we should have hologram Tim James in from New Jersey. His plane got delayed, so he didn't make it. But the special effects in that were just unbelievable. You can tell these guys have some expertise in their day jobs that they're using for some of these films. But God, they just make us laugh out loud. The control room says that we've got a lot of comments about how much folks are enjoying this film, and they're already demanding a sequel. So, Ina, do you think these guys will make a sequel for us?
I think they should. Yeah, I think they've outdone the BDR film production crew
Yep.
in this film.
While they're making the sequel, you should know that we are now closing the voting for the People's Choice Award. So the control room is going to get out their Excel spreadsheet and start tabulating all of the votes. Ina, what else do we have next?
Next, we're going to check on where we are with donations. Looks like donations are still coming in, and we would love to keep up the momentum. Just a quick note. Any donation amount counts. This is the most important fundraising campaign of our of the year for us, and so any donation amount is very much appreciated. So please continue giving. We only have not much time left until the end of this campaign, so we appreciate all of your support tonight. Robert, where we are with donations now?
$42,000. 42,000. Thank you, community. That is fantastic. We're up to $42,000. Thank you so much.
And it looks like we have a commitment from Kevin Woody, who is a BDR board alumni. Kevin, thank you so much. You have been a generous donor to the BDR for many years. We really, really appreciate your support. We also have a $5,000 pledge from Joe Scott. Thank you so much, Joe. Also you have been donating for many years. We appreciate your support. We also have a commitment from Bill Whitaker. And Bill is our treasurer on the board, and he's leading by example and has committed to donate $5,000 tonight. So, Paul,
wow, thank you guys.
Can you help me with the math here?
Yeah, I think that puts us up to about 54.5. So I believe we are right there. Yeah, thank you to all the donations, big and small. The little ones count just as much. So this is an important part of our broadcast. At our in-person fundraiser that we normally do, we have a Raise the Paddle evening where everyone in the room there has a chance to make their donations. You've seen some of the big contributions coming in. Those are some of our regulars from that event. Control room, is there something?
Glenn Johnson just pledged in the chat, and we want to make sure we add his 12,000.
Okay, we will get him. I think we've got a slide for him coming up next. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. So tonight you can donate by clicking the donate button or email us your donation at info@ridebdr.com.
So we want you to understand why it is important to donate to the BDR. We're not just providing tracks for people, as some of you may think. Our organization relies on the generosity of you, the community, and your contributions make it possible for our organization to manage all 11 BDR routes with dedicated staff and volunteers. Continue to create and preserve riding opportunities for adventure riders, and work to keep riders safe and keep riding areas open through our Ride Right and Ride Respectfully programs.
Your contribution also makes it possible for our organization to create positive economic impact in communities along the BDR routes. A lot of these are less advantaged rural communities. They've lost mining industry and logging, and so we bring an infusion of tourism dollars to those places and give them a reason to fight to keep the access open for us. So it's really important for both them and for us. We also manage the website, which has tremendous ride planning resources, points of interest, lodging, restaurants, all of that makes it so much easier for you to go out and ride a BDR. And right now, we are putting the finishing touches on our 11th route, and this one is in the state of Wyoming, which we will be launching in just a few months. So go to ridebdr.com/100 and please make a donation now.
Okay, so we've got a couple more large donations from our big donors. We want to thank Ron Horowitz. Oh, actually, looks like David Emery, $20,000. Thank you so much, David. Again, David has been a donor every year for many years. We very much appreciate his support. We have a donation from Ron Horowitz for $5,000. Thank you so much, Ron. And looks like his brother Gil Horowitz is also in for $5,000. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you, guys. That's incredible. Yeah. Thanks,
so
Ron. Thanks.
that adds
Thanks,
up to-
David. So that was, I believe, $30,000. So that gets us up to right about there. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, and David, that's huge. We really appreciate your
Thank you.
ongoing support from all three of those guys. They've been at our fundraisers every year, huge backers of the BDR. They just really believe in what we're doing, and that inspires us to go out and do more. So thank you, guys. Okay, what is next? Do we have the Glenn Johnson thing in here later, or should we?
I think we have it later. So
coming up.
we'll
Okay.
count that in when we have the
Okay.
slide. Control room. Who is the winner?
Okay, control room. Let's see it. Thank you so much. Okay, you want it upside down or right side up? There we go.
Well, let's see here. Okay, so now is the time to reveal the People's Choice Award winner, and the award goes to Ed Miller.
Yeah, Ed Miller.
Yes.
Oh, that's Slow Eddie. Ah.
So, Slow Eddie, Ed Miller, will receive a 5-day adventure motorcycle rental from our supporters at Moto Discovery. He will have a 2-night stay at the 3-Step Hideaway in Utah. Thank you to Scott Stevenson.
Fantastic place.
Our longtime donor. Yeah, wonderful place to stay when you ride in Utah. Our longtime supporters, Climb, are donating GDX adventure boots for Ed for his BDR adventures, and Ed will also get a gold BDR supporter package.
The 3-Step Hideaway, can't say enough good things about that. We had one of our first fundraiser events there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 38 degrees and raining, but we still had a good time adventure riding out there. The sun always comes out in Utah, so the rain goes quickly. So we have 3 runner-up filmmakers whose effort we also want to honor with prizes from our sponsors. So the first People's Choice runner-up is Chris Parks. Okay, congratulations, Chris Parks. You are the proud new owner of some Wolfman Rocky Mountain saddlebags. You also have a set of double take mirrors, like was featured in Sterling's film there when he was dropping his bike left and right. He folded those mirrors in to keep them from breaking. You will also get a BDR Silver Supporter package as part of the prize package.
Okay, and we have the People's Choice runner-up number 3, and that award goes to Daniel Seagraves. Congratulations.
Nice, Daniel. Congratulations.
So Daniel will receive a set of Giant Loop Moto Track panniers, a set of double take mirrors, and the BDR Silver Supporter package.
Okay, so that was number 2, actually. I think you may have said 3.
No, that was number 3, and we have the last one now.
Okay, so I'm going to call this the third one. This one goes to Kyle Nagel. You are the winner of the Cruise Tools Road Tech Toolkit for the bike that you ride. Just let us know what sort of bike you ride, and we'll pick the right Cruise Tools toolkit. You also will get a set of the double take mirrors and a silver BDR supporter package. So congratulations to all of our runner-up. Thank you for taking the time to submit a film. It made this night possible and really helped inspire a lot of people and give us a reason to get together, think about adventure motorcycles, and dream about what is next for our next year's riding plans. So let's take a look at what we've raised so far.
Any updates, Robert, on the total?
At 87,000. Okay,
87.
so we are currently sitting at 87,000.
And then let's add the donation from Glenn Johnson.
Okay, thank you so much, Glenn Johnson. Glenn has been a good friend, advisor, donor, part of the family. He's supported us over the years. Great guy. He's an avid adventure rider. He is the guy that reached out to us many years ago and said, "Hey, I'm getting up there in years. I don't have that many years left where I can ride. Will you make a BDR on the East Coast?" And we said, well, yeah, let's try and make that happen. So now we have 2 BDRs on the East Coast. So you can thank Glenn Johnson. If you live on the East Coast, thank Glenn for, number 1, the financial support over all the years, but also for lighting a fire under us to create some routes out east. So thank you so much, Glenn Johnson. I will see if we can do a little bit of maths here. I think that gets us up to 100. All right?
It does?
500 shots. 500 shy. Okay, so we're at 99,500. Pretty close. We're running out of Velcro there. Ina, what else do we have?
So yeah, it looks like we're almost at our goal. So I think we can call it.
I think that's pretty close.
Yeah. So now it's time to reveal what we can look forward to.
Hold on. Control room's got a finger in the air.
We have an anonymous donation.
An anonymous donation. Okay.
$20,000.
What? $20,000 anonymous donation.
I think I know who it's from.
I think you might know who it is, but you better keep your lips sealed. We've bungled those in the past, but thank you so much for the anonymous donation of $20,000. Ina doesn't have enough Velcro,
no Velcro,
so she's just going to have to hold it up in the air there. We might need some duct tape from the control room or some packing tape here in a minute so we can get that up there. But my goodness, we made the goal. This is amazing. We get to keep doing what we love, which is creating these routes on into the future. Since we made the goal, the exciting thing is we get to give you a sneak peek of the Wyoming route. This was our 11th BDR route. It'll be released here in just a couple of months. This one was special because Wyoming has the lowest population of all 50 states. So hardly any people in that state. When we were out there riding it for 8 or 9 days, we saw more deer and more antelope than people while we were out there. We also enjoyed the high elevation mountains. They have a number of mountain ranges that this route goes through. And from some of those ranges, you could ride your motorcycle all the way up to an 11,000 foot lookout with 360 degree views. You're literally on top of the world. It was exceptional. The roads getting up there, quite challenging. So that's another thing to look forward to in Wyoming is it has got some really difficult terrain that was tremendously fun. Jocelyn Snow and I, we rode some of those expert only sections, and boy, we had our hands full on the bikes we were on. But really, I mean, the big thing about Wyoming is how fun the roads are.
And that those fun roads go for hours and hours. I think we actually came up with the hashtag MadFlow.
MadFlow.
For Wyoming BDR. So you might see that hashtag showing up when we start promoting the Wyoming BDR. But yeah, it was one of the better routes, I think, that we have.
It was absolutely amazing. The remoteness, you can just feel it. The Wild West vibe, some of those small towns that we went into and those little divey places we stayed. We had so much character. It's just truly a unique and enjoyable route. So I think we've described it enough. We've hit the goal. Let's share the sneak peek teaser video.
We're on a really cool dirt road right now.
Well, believe it or not, that was my first time seeing that video, and it brought me back. I was on the filming trip, but I hadn't seen the video yet. That was really cool. I can't wait for the documentary to come out. We're getting close to the end of the program tonight, so I want to take a minute to just thank all of the donors. I know we show slides of the big donors, which we really appreciate, but this organization is by the community, for the community, and every person in the community matters to us, and the smallest of small donations put the same smile on our face as the big ones. So whether it's $5, $10, $20, $30, you guys really matter. We appreciate you guys reaching into your pocket and making a donation to the BDR. It really inspires us to try and do better work and to stay on our mission to create and preserve riding opportunities. So thank you to all of you who've made a donation, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've still got a little bit more to cover. I also want to thank everybody who put the time in to create a film that made this film festival possible. It was really inspiring. We appreciate the work that you put into that. Many of the films that we received were great. We didn't have time to feature all of them tonight, so they will be put on this website, so you'll be able to see those in a few days. We will also be rolling them out on social media over the coming weeks. And this film festival is just too much fun to let go. So I think we're going to be back next year. We're not sure about the length of the films. We'll come up with something cool, but please be inspired by this. Think creatively. Bring your camera out there. Ride BDRs and make some amazing story that we can share in next year's film festival.
Yeah, we'd love to do that. So this was a great event. It would have been nice to have it in person, but I think this was the next best thing for us. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We're grateful to everyone who has donated tonight, big donations or small. We really appreciate it. And all of you who have supported the BDR over the years, we thank you so much. We look forward to continuing to serve you more BDR routes to ride in the future. And as a parting video, we'd like to show you this beautiful aerial footage from the Wyoming BDR expedition. So enjoy, thank you, and good night.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for helping us crush the goal and hit 120,000.
Yeah, actually, before we go to that drone footage, I think Paul has one other video.
Yeah, I think we have a surprise video we'd like to squeak in here. So I guess you ready to roll the film?
Let's do it.
All right, let's roll the film. Stay tuned. Ina, it was about 8 years ago that I recruited you to join the BDR. And in that time, you have always exceeded my expectations, and I am so incredibly proud to call you Executive Director.
Executive time! Congratulations, Ina. I'm so proud of you. And you're gonna rock it, just like everything else that you do.
Congratulations, Ina, on your new BDR Executive Director position. Your leadership skills over the years have shown you've got what it takes to lead this great organization into a bright future. Congrats, Ina.
Ina, congratulations on the new position. I cannot think of anyone who is better qualified to lead the Backcountry Discovery Routes into the next decade than you. Your dedication, your qualifications, your professionalism, second to none. We're lucky to have you. Congratulations again.
Hey, Ina. I couldn't be happier to have you guiding this BDR ship going forward. I want to say thank you and congratulations on the new position.
Man, congrats to my sister Ina for your promo at the BDR. Now 10 years, you guys have come real far, and there ain't no saying how high this thing can go. Just know, mad love from me and the crew at AV Moto. Peace.
Congratulations on the new position, Ina. When I heard, I had to make my hair crazy, crazier than Sterling's for this occasion. I can't think of anybody better to be the new Executive Director of the BDR. Congrats.
Executive Director of the Backcountry Discovery Routes. Congratulations, Ina. Here's to the next 11, and there's no one that I would rather ride BDR with than you.
Hey, Ina. Congratulations on your promotion to Executive Director of BDR. BDR's route has taken an amazing journey over the past 10 plus years, in large part thanks to you.
Ina, I just found out that you're the new Executive Director of the BDR. Congratulations, that's huge. I look forward to so many more BDR adventures with you in the future.
Here's the deal. Ina Thorne's our new Executive Director. It's a pretty exciting time for the BDR because of the growth that we've had. We now have an Executive Director But we also have the individual that's been the power behind the BDR for such a long time. It's a big deal. Congratulations, Ina Thorne.
Ina, congratulations. All the best to you in your new role as Executive Director of Backcountry Discovery Routes. I can't think of a better person to take BDR into the future. To put it into the words of our treasurer, Bill Whitaker, hey, this is a big deal, guys. And you know Bill's always right, so we printed up extra big business cards to fit your new big role.
Let me do this.
Okay, well, Ina, sorry to surprise you that way, but the news was just too big for us to let it go. Congratulations on your role as Executive Director for the BDR.
Thank you. Thank you. This was a total surprise. Not the position, but the fact that you took the time to acknowledge it. Thank you guys for making the videos. I couldn't hear the audio, so I'll have to look at it again, but it looked like fun. I very much appreciate being named the executive director. It's definitely a dream come true. And yeah, I'm looking forward to another decade or more of working for the BDR community. Thank you so much.
Well, I love it when a plan comes together. So Ina is the right person for the job, and she's done all the right work to earn it. So congratulations. Looking forward to the next 10 years. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for tonight. That is all. We're going to roll the drone footage and see you next year.
Thank you very much.